It's time. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hi. It is Equinox Eterna, and I'm very, very tired because I have been doing a lot of things this week, and I have to continue reading this. I already jumped Monday and and Tuesday because I was not in a mentally adequate state to read this. And yesterday I was physically exhausted. So play this. Hi. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Done with Twitter, done with it, Blue Sky, and we're ready, right? Are we? Yeah, it's playing all right. Okay, let's start. I have watched the part 2 of the Iliad of the GFL event in Cian, the Siege of Iliad, and holy hell, what happened there? I don't I don't even know how we jump from Dawnforger to that. It's too much. I don't know if I can say that it's better than Corposant. Probably not yet. I don't think they are at the same level yet. But Iliad is a lot. A lot of dolls have spotlight. That's the word. And a lot of things are happening. That's the only thing that I'm going to say without spoiling anything. But man. Like the part one was something happening like we been having this event, the Bast event with Mikaport, this event Dawnforger with Mokosh. Liushih also has another settlement, and I think there's another event down the line, but I don't remember which. Probably Mitchell. Mitchell has to do with some yellow zone underground under blah, broker traders, underground broker traders, something like that. So part one is like, yeah, another settlement city that is having some what's the word? The conglomerate has interest in, so they are planning something in it. And there's a mission to do. And things happen that are not part of the principal story, the main story. The commander is not very involved, but it's important. It's like something parallel happening, and there's consequences. However, the end is the consequences are world turning, a paradigm shift, to say. Okay, give a second. Ha. I was talking for 1 minute and I remember that I was muted. Hello! This thing is ringing. The meeting between Vasily and me is still ongoing when all of a sudden I receive a communication request from Dandelion, apparently relayed through the Elmo. Hold on a moment, Vasily. I got an important incoming call. Hey, Dante. Commander, I heard you got kidnapped. Stand back a bit. Let me get a good look at you. No hair missing from my head. Don't worry. So who did it? I'm curious what kind of person could actually pull that off. For the moment, I don't know whether to blame this kidnapping on George or Loreley. It's not exactly a kidnapping. Things just happened suddenly and I didn't have time to notify everyone during the retreat. Hey, long time no see. You're as thirsty as ever, Miss Dandelion. Thirsty is... getting short. Wait, how's the saying? Cutting short, getting short? I don't know. This was just a misunderstanding. If it caused concern for you and the others, then I apologize. And the lion doesn't respond immediately. She simply looks me up and down, and her expression difficult to read. Whatever. All that matters is you're okay. What I wanted to say is... Commander, there's a lone doll in Bokosh right now. Someone you wouldn't expect. She's not in great condition. When they remove the virus affecting her, she won't be able to contact you directly. But you can relay messages through me and the Elmo. I'll filter out any risky data caused by the virus. A lone, unexpected doll. I recall the vague sense of being watched Science Center in Mokosh, along with those anonymous gifts. Many unresolved mysteries suddenly fall into place. I see. You still haven't told me who it is. A former Griffin doll. M200. Remember her? Chetty! At the mention of her name, a small, shy figure immediately comes to mind. M200. She's a jack of all trades. She's always struck me as a bit of a mystery, but she was consistently reliable when it came to field performance. From what I remember, she's the courteous and steady type. How did she end up alone all the way out here? It's a long story. She asked me to forward a set of logs to you. Said they should contain what you want to know. I'm sending them now. She also stated that although she has to keep her distance, she'll support your actions from afar. Understood. Please thank her for that I cannot speak. I don't know that. Understood. Please thank her for me. Anything else? I've just received another urgent comms request on my end. Go handle it. The sooner you're done, the sooner you can get back. Conversations with Dandelion are always fun, except when they are not. But I think the only one that can say that is probably Star. Oof. Oh, my brain. Before I can respond, Dandelion decisively cuts the connection, yielding the line to the urgent caller. For the next moment, the image of Monsoon Squad appears on the communicator. Commander, the Hudson are up to something. A large number of them suddenly showed up on the streets. They're going door to door, searching for something. It looks like they are arresting people. From the feed, the two of them seem to be standing on something like a rooftop, observing from above. Arresting people? Watch me into the live feed. Understood. In the feed, massive electronic billboards on the streets are still cycling through advertisements, and the greenery remains lush. It all looks like just another ordinary day in Mokosh. But beneath this facade of prosperity so carefully constructed by George, fully armed Oddsworn troops are moving through the streets, banging on doors, even forcing their way inside. Open up! You hear me? 10 seconds! When the countdown ends, we break the door! 10, 8, 6, 4, 2... Don't break it, I'm coming! Go aside, don't block the way! A squad of Oddsworn shoves the homeowner aside and storms into the house. Search everything! The squad leader waves his hand. Sounds of a matching echo from inside. Officer, what are you looking for? Please don't break that! That's... The camera shifts as Xiao Hui redirects the focus to another building. This is all my savings. I offer it all to Mokosh. My whole family are honest people. We have no disloyalty towards Mokosh. Please, show mercy. The next house. Hey, hi there. Anyone ever since last time? Please believe us. And the next. Yes, it's him. He spoke to his traitor, Vasily. Officer, I can testify. I have nothing to do with him. Take him away. Interrogate him over you like. The man being pushed forward struggles desperately. I'm innocent. I haven't seen Vasily in 5 years. His defense is cut short as two Oddsworn soldiers step forward. Without a word, they bind his hands behind his back with practiced efficiency, rough, swift, and methodical. Immediately after, the merchant who betrayed his neighbor is subdued in exactly the same manner. His bravery and betrayal have earned him no privilege nor mercy. The Oddsworn load them onto patrol vehicles one by one. Two targets secured. Detainment complete. I know that man. I used to buy hardware parts from him. That's all. My God. All because of me. They're being... Vasily. Remember what we just discussed? You need to stay calm so we can proceed with the plan. The longer we delay, the more dangerous it becomes for these people. Among those arrested today, do you think there might be someone who knows you well? For example, someone who's also familiar with these underground systems? You mean... I'll be direct. I'm afraid this location is no longer secure. We need to relocate as soon as possible. That's not necessary. This place is strictly confidential. Only a handful of people who resisted George with me have been here. I trust the... After instinctively refuting it, Vasily falters, unable to finish his sentence. No, you're right. There were always people who couldn't keep secrets. Everyone has their weakness. Damn. Let me think. There are other abandoned workrooms, unused for many years. The planes still active on the surface shouldn't know about them. They are less likely to be exposed. Follow me. Then a series of footsteps approach to the door. It's the dolls I sent out on patrol returning. Commander, at night the force is charging towards us. Its blade aims straight at our vital points. Please, stop speaking in code. What this means is that an unidentified target is approaching at high speed. High probability of enemy attack. Looks like we were too slow to react. All units, prepare for combat. How? This time I won't let you slip away from my side again. Lukai glares at Loreley. Fair enough. Then you better keep a close eye on him this time. Don't let me steal our precious commander away again. Do I hear Cheyanne? Liushih. Who else? Xiaohui. Because she just appeared in the chapter. Oh! Okay, those who cannot die. Evacuate at least 2 allied units. Or eliminate all enemy units. Okay. I can do both. Can I?
Go.
Boom.
4、1。話にならない。
There we go. 1.
私の腕を信じろ。
No damage, it said.
これで終わらせる。
Boom.
これでいいですか？
Horse.
今です。これでいいですか？
What's the
お釣りはいらない。
the 3-star? Lose no more than one unit. Okay, I see. And I have global range with Cheyanne.
冷静に。
Nice. Boo. Boo. Can I? No, I cannot dash.
これでいいですか？
I cannot dash again with Liushih, so we can send me here.
5、4、1。話にならない。これでいいですか？
Horse. Wait, I can't. Horse.
ここは引きません。
I've been using Liushih this goose smoke a lot because one commander from my platoon has her B6, so I know the rotation. I just completely forgot that Liushih had a rotation.
まだまだ強くなれる。これでいいですか？
Commander, Commander! Hey, are you there? Looks like things aren't over yet on our end. There are people forming lines out on the street. Not the Otson, just ordinary residents. They're standing in 2 rows along the road and they are holding flowers? What? Those are luxury goods, aren't they? Ah, the patrol vehicles at the back are moving too. Those trucks are packed with locals. Mostly people from the lower strata of society. Looks like quite a spectacle. Commander, you better see to yourself. The luxurious open-top car rolls forward under tight escort, like a moving throne. The driver wears a crisp suit and the sole passenger is George. But what truly concerns me isn't the actor, but his escort. The force protecting George isn't just the Otson. There are mercenaries that are even better equipped, as well as their counter-terrorist drones. Their backers are obvious even without corporate insignia. That's why I didn't order an immediate strike. My friends, my dear citizens of Mogosh, I know that some of you have heard rumors today, rumors of rebellion and unrest. And now I stand before you not to argue, but to tell you the truth. A wave of perfectly synchronized applause erupts, then claps, then a precise pause. George closes his eyes, savoring the artificial loyal sound, a satisfied smile tugging at his lips. Only after a long moment does he speak again. This morning, we suffered a despicable attack. An orchestrated plot by a notorious terrorist from the Urine Sea in collusion with local traitors. To by fortune, my associates and I survived. The clash resulted in nearly 100 casualties among the Otson and civilians. Nearly 100 families now in mourning. Under the crowd's gaze, George's voice chokes. He pauses deliberately, letting the heaviness spread. As Mokosh first leader, I will stand with everyone that sees him. Let us observe a moment of silence for the city once more. In my personal capacity, I will provide double material compensation to every affected household. He's even rubbing his eyes red. This is totally an act. There's no way the commander caused that many casualties. But the Great Fallen cannot solve our problems. Many citizens have been affected, injured in the attacks, or disrupted by the searches. It was a strike back! These traitors and fugitives threaten the order we have worked so hard to build. The very order we rely on to survive. They have only one goal. To plunge Mokosh into chaos and seize everything we build. And we will never allow that. He's done suddenly shoot up. It scared me for a second. Today's emergency search has already yielded major results. We have rooted out traitors hiding among you, eliminated dozens of hidden threats. But this is only the beginning. For Mokosh's lasting stability, we will continue through searches and let no fish slip through the net. Yours raises both arms. The street erupts once more into uniform applause. He's totally misrepresented the facts. How can he even say that? They started it and now shifting all the blame. Quick theater, isn't he? No wonder Mokosh residents buy into his lies. Yes, I hear you. I hear you, support. Thank you for granting me the honor of uniting everyone. Now, I will issue a bounty to all citizens. We have confirmed that the mastermind behind this is a wanted criminal of the Urency, the commander. And his accomplice, his co-conspirator, is our once most trusted former chief engineer, Vasily Pugachev. Screw him! He's reporting all this nonsense while the commander's not here. Within 5 minutes, the bounty notice will be sent to every citizen's terminal. Anyone providing valid information will receive a reward that will change their fate. Citizens, now is not your time to send Mokosh. Protecting Mokosh requires everyone's effort. I call on all of you. Rise, and help us eradicate this vermin completely. The rhythmic applause swells into an endless tide, echoing ceaselessly. The motorcade moves forward slowly in the feverish atmosphere, then disappears into the distance. As the convoy disappears, the crowd's applause dies almost instantly. Faces return to weird indifference. It seems his performance wasn't to suit the people, but to reassure his masters watching from afar. George wants them to see he still has Mokosh firmly under control. And at the same time, he reminds the people of one thing. Their loyalty doesn't matter, only their obedience does. That sounds almost like a threat. Vasily slams his fist into the wall. A dull thud echoes. Perhaps that's the most he can express. Why won't he wake up? If we don't destroy his supply lines, and alter this at the factories, Mokosh will never crawl out of the mire. And we'll have to wake him. We'll have to wake him up to our way, Vasily. Are you ready? Of course. Your hands are shaking. George's words go to you. Sorry. I want to pretend I'm fearless, but he reminded me of the comrades we have lost. Maybe I am afraid. I'm afraid that if we fail, more will die because of me. Or maybe I'm just hungry. After all that bloodshed, he still refuses to see it. Commander, you saw that, right? Their convoy's already moved off. Is it okay? That bounty sounds terrifying. Want the whole city turn against us now? Find a chance to withdraw. Recruit with us first and avoid the enemy's main forces. Understood. I should remind everyone, your photos have already been circulated. Be careful when moving around. Dr. White shows us his communicator. The latest local bulletin prominently displays high-resolution images of Vasily and me. We both look much younger. Flattering. I glance at the old man. It seems he truly intends to remain behind the scenes this time. This guy really knows how to use both carrot and stick to control the populace, huh? If we weren't on opposing sides, I might even applaud the righteous speech of his. Too bad I already belong to the commander. His speech may have been rousing, but even the slightest side from you carries more weight for me. I need to drink some water after every time Loreley speaks because holy hell, she's thirsty as fuck. Still, for the people here, it's more than enough. Don't underestimate it, Commander. Agreed. He's an enemy we need to treat seriously. I'm about to discuss the situation with Klugai's team when a new comms alert sounds. Looks like I got another. It's not mine. The sound is coming from Vasily. A call for me? That's rare. I can't even remember the last time I got a call. Hello? Why did it hang up? Ah, you idiot, they are tracking you! Because you pressed the button. Right, now I remember. This one answers, that one hangs up. What would that look? I'm an engineer, you know. I'm just rusty. Give me a moment and I'll pick it up again soon. So which one is Radial again? Vasily, please. You're building a freaking 8080 and you can handle a phone? Before we can answer, the alert sounds again. After a quick look at his outdated device, I help him connect the call. So the only. Vasily, long time no see. Yours? How did you get this number? You're still so naive after all these years. You think you can disappear simply by swapping devices and blocking a few numbers? Spare me, Vasily. I'm calling to offer you one last chance. Step back into the light. I can overlook your past transgressions and clear your name publicly. I level upon you, Director of Development. Stop beating around the bush, George. There's no place for you under my sun. State your terms. You already know them. Optimize the pharmaceutical lines. Improve purity. Once the people from the 11th Bureau are removed, you rebuild the failing infrastructure. Use your skills to serve Mokosh in exchange for your friend's freedom. Fair, isn't it? They are your friends too. I have many friends. Then I refuse. Then this conversation is over. Tomato Emperor. No. I should say, Commander of the Elmo. I know you're listening. I admire you, you know. You got guts and ambition. When I learned who you were at the pharmaceutical plant, I even considered working with you. But I know you're a war addict. I've looked into you. You like fighting, don't you? Look around. Every drop of blood spilled by your reckless actions will be counted against you. You have any conscience? Surrender now. Otherwise, every life lost from this point on. Two gunshots rings out, and the communicator veers to smoking bullet holes. The noises go quiet. That's mine. It got soiled by that voice. Just get a new one. The two best girls. Doing her best. At the residence of the Oddsorn commander in Mokosh, Wolfberg finishes his duties for the day and returns to his solitary residence. It is already the early hours of the morning, and the entire day makes him feel as though he's been dragged back into the old battlefield. Constant movement, gunfights, arrests, and coordinating security detail for the First Leader's speech. As the de facto administrator of the Oddsorn, he wouldn't normally need to involve himself in every detail. But ever since George brought in those arrogant mercenaries, he's been forced to oversee everything personally to avoid offending the interest of that gentleman. In the past, the esteemed engineer Vasily had his moment of defiance, but never to this extent. This time it is different. It's a complete break from before. He never used to allow his people to fire on the Otsun. And yet, the dolls he's brought in this time fight like military-grade elites. And those anti-personnel drones have caused significant casualties, even though he does not intend to kill any soldier outright. What a mess. Those two brats. They just won't quit. Mokosh was once the envy of every surrounding settlement, not just because of the defensible terrain and pre-war infrastructure. It was also because of two capable young men. Vasily, ever diligent in learning, and George, quick-witted and resourceful. Each rose through a mix of talent and fortune. Both shared the same determination to bring resources back to their homeland. Wolfgar remembered how Vasily nearly broke his leg installing a light conduit, only to be out surveying viable water resources from a wheelchair the very next day. And George, enduring humiliation from powerful figures from the Green Zone with a smile, ultimately secured crucial trade deals for Mokosh. What was once an abandoned strategic base became a thriving city through their joint efforts. From that, the Otsun were born, sworn to protect Mokosh. Wolfgar led them, swearing in his heart to protect both of those young men. When the first leader and the engineer fell out, Wolfgar chose to support George, just like nearly everyone else, because Vasily helped Mokosh survive, but George helped it thrive. It was George who brought in pharmaceutical production lines from the Green Zone, the one who negotiated free supplies for food and medicine. Vasily had done well too. Wolfgar understands that the support from the 11th Bureau was a long-term investment, but Mokosh might not be able to wait for such a distant future. Immediate needs are far more pressing. Everyone has subordinates and families. People live in the here and now. The city's population keeps growing, but so do the casualties from relentless labor. Cases of elite are rising. Vaccines and rations are never enough. The lifeline comes from trading with the corporations. George once said that to maintain those contracts, he works himself to exhaustion every day. Even then, the already small profits keep shrinking. Wolfgar doesn't agree with imposing large-scale martial law and conducting mass arrests under these conditions, but George insists. Lately, he's become increasingly autocratic. Of course, as commander of the Otsun, Wolfgar understands the pressure on the first leader, but this time it's gone too far. Informants reported to him that during George's speech, they overheard several complaints. We don't even know where today's rations are coming from, and we're supposed to stand here listening to this nonsense? They took over the only doctor in our district. My mother's life depends on her. Did you know? The people around George shot a sick man who was blocking the road when they entered the city. Why do we still have to vote to them? I heard Vasil's people were using tomatoes as cover. Did they confiscate those tomatoes? Think we could get a rotten one? I want my son to know what a real vegetable tastes like. This just proves again that Vasil was right. He was just too soft. If he'd acted sooner, he wouldn't be suffering like this. Wolfgar ignores most of the reports, and only strong sees agents to keep an eye on those who go too far. If everyone who has ever expressed dissatisfaction with George, or support for Vasily, were to be arrested, the city would soon be reduced to nothing but the Otsun, and then half of them would arrest the other half. At least on the surface, Mokosh still looks as united as it once dreamed of being. People cheer, applaud, praise the wisdom of the first leader. Only when George looks away do their true expressions emerge. Utter exhaustion and despair, Wolfgar doesn't know how to restore hope in those eyes. All he can do is sigh. Maybe someone else can. Maybe. This can go on. Leader, this can go on. We're reaching the limit. Who's there? His body is exhausted, but his mind refuses to rest. Wolfgar reaches for the half bottle of vodka he saved, but shifts to draw his sidearm instead. A faint nose behind him has triggered a soldier reflex. The reaction is correct, but it's not fast enough. The moment his finger brushed the metal, a slender spike pings the gun to the table with a perfect precision. He tries to bolt over the desk toward his alarm, but someone grabs him by the collar and hurls him into the wall. The sharp pain in his tailbone leaves him unable to move. Gritting his teeth, he forces himself to focus towards the doorway. His guards lie sprawled outside, seemingly plunged into a deep sleep, one that will almost certainly end with concussions and skull trauma. Oh! A laugh melodious as a nightingale, yet chilling to the bone. Slowly, Wolfgard turned his head. In the dim light, he can only make out a graceful silhouette like a mythical dark spirit. If he hadn't seen the photos and learned that she was one of the Tomato Emperor's subordinates working with Vasily, he might have never recognized her as a doll at all. Smart. After all these years, Vasily finally learned how to fight a war. But half the odds are still under direct control of the first leader, and he's brought in elite forces from outside. Tell your master that I don't stand a chance. The doll says nothing. She simply presses a finger to her lips, leaves behind a simple receiver. Then, with a polite, elegant bow, she turns away, walking unhurriedly into the darkness like a socialite from this white zone on an evening stroll. After witnessing the combat capabilities of those dolls, Wolfgard had no long expected assassination attempts. That's why he reinforced George's protection. What he didn't expect was that Vasily would target him instead. And yet, whatever her purpose, the former chief engineer clearly has no intention of killing him. Staring at the blinking communicator, Wolfgard feels his heart pounding harder than when he thought he was about to die. Perhaps it's a premonition that something even greater than death is about to happen. Curiosity wings out. It's been many years since he last spoke with Vasily. But when the call connects, the voice on the other end isn't Vasily's. Commander Wolfgard. I'm the commander of the dolls. I am currently assisting Vasily in liberating Mokosh. I'd like to talk. The Tomato Emperor. Figures. What do you want? I don't have anything you could take, short of bullets. What we want is a solution that benefits everyone. Mokosh pays the smallest possible price. I achieve my objective. Everybody wins. Wolfgard isn't sure how he's supposed to react to that. Emotionally, he wants to burst out laughing. Either the other party thinks he's a fool, or he is himself a fool to propose such a thing at such a time. And yet, he's heard the stories. This man defeated, or at least held his own against the corporations in the Green Zone. To Mokosh, the corporations are almost like gods. Wolfgard has seen people enshrine their symbols at home, offering prayers of gratitude. So to them, this commander is something like a god slayer. Ooh! I need to... Give me 1 second. Nice. I'm saving these phrases because of something, because I have something going on. That's impossible. That's impossible, kid. Impossible. Why don't you just have your dolls take me out cleanly? Save us both the trouble of this conversation. You don't have what it takes to fight George. Killing you won't solve anything. George will simply replace you, or hand the answer directly to the corporations. That will prevent anyone sympathetic to Vasily from controlling the military. So I am on your side. Commander of the Hudson, you're far more valuable to us alive and in position than dead. That's insulting, kid. No soldier can tolerate being told that by an enemy. Enemy? If I'm not mistaken, the very meaning of Hudson is an army sworn to protect Mokosh. What Vasily seeks is the development of his homeland and the well-being of its people. That doesn't violate your oath, does it? So what? Sharing the same ideas would walk in different paths. That's exactly why the world ends up the way it is. No. Live in your side. I believe Basily's motives are pure. But can he feed these people? That's why I'm here. George can. He has the backing of powerful corporations even inside. If they move against us, we won't be able to sell anything. That's foreshadowing. That might have been true before, but the situation has changed. What's changed? Just because he's got a vegetable peddling fugitive standing next to him? You know as well as I do. Nothing the corporations provide is free. Take today's lavish motorcade. Someone has to pay for that. If we are forced into open conflict, Mokosh will only decline further, taking on more debt, signing even worse agreements. The city you sought to protect is dying. This time, it's not because of elite nor the infected. It's the indifference of the very army sworn to defend it. That's enough. Just talking to you is already compromising my position. You have nothing besides a handful of dolls. Mokosh doesn't lack guns. It lacks money, medicine, food for everyone. Why don't you go back to your business and leave this city to its own people? I will. But first, I need to return this city to its people. This communicator is custom built. The signal can be traced or even detected, but it only allows one outgoing call. I won't contact you again. In return, you'll have one chance to contact me. Just once. Save it. Wolfgar cuts the line and raises the device, ready to throw it aside. But something stops him. The hesitation sends a chill down his spine. After a moment, he lowers his hand, grabs the vodka he couldn't reach before, and tries to steady his thoughts. He doesn't dare dwell on the fact that, for a single second, he actually considered the offer. In the end, Vasily agrees to talk in on $2 as bodyguards. He must admit, it feels quite reassuring to have someone watching over him from the shadows. Things used to be much more simple. They wouldn't even discuss how to persuade George or force his hand in someone's home. However, he has never been this close to victory. As the commander, and especially Dr. White, who helped him understand just how naive he used to be. The commander's call with Wolfgar did not go well. The stubborn commander of the Oddsorn is no cruel villain, but he has never supported Vasily. He made it plenty clear that he doesn't think Vasily is leadership material, and hung up on the communicator that Loreley had made great effort to deliver. Don't worry, there's still hope. According to Dr. White, that commander may be gruff, but deep down he's a cautious pragmatist. He will bow down to facts. Vasily knows the commander is right. Without winning over at least part of the Oddsorn, even victory will destroy Mokosh. He tries contacting all allies, hoping to find someone willing to persuade Wolfgar. Unfortunately, after George's crackdown, most refuse. Only a few long-time friends agree to meet. Many of them are engineers too. We've been using the sewer lighting system to pass messages. Commander, these are all my friends. The figures are obscured in the dim light, but Klugai's teams confirm that none of them are armed after a scan. It's a start, at least. that voice is not fit though. Vasily, thank God you're alive. I knew that prison couldn't hold you. Vasily looks around, his voice is steady. I'm truly glad to see all of you safe. This time, I'm stepping forward to realize our shared ideal, to completely end George's rule. This time, with you, and with the commander's support, we will win. Allow me to formally introduce your partner. Vasily looks towards the commander with confidence, even pride. But before he can continue, someone interrupts. And among them is Vasily's closest comrade from the past. Hang on a second. That's the commander on the wanted list, right? Vasily, we trust you, but that doesn't mean we can accept someone with an unknown background. Who knows what his real intentions are?
心配するな、レックス。
It's fine, Rex.
この指揮
The
官は
commander is a
英
hero.
雄だ
I can personally watch for him.
英雄だ
A hero?
100歩譲って
Maybe.
そうだと
But
しよう
with this many people, what are your odds?
連中が捜査
You
して
saw
たのを見
today's
ただ
search
ろう
operation, didn't you?
衛兵
The
隊
odds
の
have grown in tremendously these past few years. This isn't something we can take on with just a few guns.
いや、今回は
It
違
will
う。
be different this time.
指揮官からの
The
支援
commander's
があれば
firepower can stand
常
against
時に対
George.
抗できる。
We are not throwing
誰も
eggs
当
at
た
the
って
rock.
砕けろと言うんじゃない。
だけど
But
そんなことをしたら
if we open fire, people will die one day.
衛兵隊に
I still have friends in the
強い
Hudson.
奴らはいます
You know my brother-in-law is in there too.
ジェット。
Yet, you...
あ
Not get me
誤解し
wrong,
ないでください
Vasily.
よ
I won't betray you. Just
あん
think,
たを裏切るつもりは
well,
毛頭ない
look,
無駄な犠
instead
牲
of
を
more
出
pointless
すより
sacrifice,
足が思うに
maybe
バ
you
シ
should reconcile with George.
よく考えてみた
If you
ら
think about it,
あん
your
たらは
conflict is
ほら
irreconcilable.
不可能なほど
Yours never
対
tried to
立
take
してい
your
るわけ
life.
でもないですし
He might still be willing to
ジョー
work
ジ
with
は
you.
ずっとあ
ありえない。
That's impossible now.
あいつと
The
話した
same
ところ
negotiation
で
can change anything here.
暮らしは楽にはなりません
Life is hard now, but sure, but this is still better than other places in the Yellowstone. We can still trade. Even the Guardians doesn't dare raid us. That's all thanks to yours, the Hudson. And you. Who knows what will happen if we rock the boat? What if the Berjaggers take advantage? Can we even resist them? Voices overlap. Complaints, worries, fears. Each word lands like a hammer on Vasily's heart. Vasily slowly closes his eyes. When he opens them again, even he is surprised. His resolve hasn't wavered. It has only grown stronger.
わかった。
I
みん
understand.
なが無事だと分か
I'm
った
truly happy to see all of you safe. Please,
今日は
go
悪かった
home.
ね。
Let me
私
think
は
this through.
もう少しかバシルさん。
Don't
あな
misunderstand.
たを助
We're
けたい
not
気持
refusing
ち
to
は
help
山々
Vasily.
です。俺たちは
We're just not
あな
idealists
たの
like
よう
you.
な理想主義者に
I got a family and honestly, I don't want to rely on outsiders anymore. Here or not, this isn't their home.
頼るのは
It's ours.
戦うのはいいが
I'm not afraid to
死
fight,
んじま
but
ったら困る
dying for it, that's harder to accept.
俺の弟
But my
が
cousin said
エ
it
リート
flared
を
up
発症
last
しち
month.
まった
Luckily, he was selected and
抽選
sent
に当
out
た
for
って
treatment.
外の病院
I
で
can't
治療を
drag
受け
him
てはい
down.
るけど
そろそろ
You're thinking about compromise, old
と
pal.
思いますがね
Think about all the elite patients George has sent for treatment.
ジョージと話
Do
した
you
いな
want to
ら
negotiate with
私が
George?
仲を持ちますよ
Contact me.
ジョージは
You know,
今も時々
sometimes he still talks about you. You're brothers.
核の
Surely you can see it, talk things out.
腹を割っ
Negotiations haven't gone well with either Wolfgard or Vasily's former supporters. I thought it would hit him hard. He doesn't say a single word along the way. He doesn't look discouraged or defeated, only lost in thought, as if carefully weighing the stakes or something immense.
大丈夫か
Are you alright? Vasily turns back, a bitter yet resolute smile on his face.
もちろん
Of course,
この日が
I
来ること
expected
は
this. I just didn't think it would come so soon. They
ただ
weren't like this before.
それが人の常だ
That's human nature.
苦難
Compared to
よりも
suffering, comfort is
あいつ
harder
の
to
生活
resist.
の方が監獄
You've
に
been in
長く
prison too
居す
long,
ぎた
Vasily.
な
ならこれからどうするんだ
So what
本
now?
気でジョージと
Are
話
you
し合
really
う
going
つ
to
もりな
make
のか
peace with George?
まさか
No. Vasily glances at me, almost amused. A faint smile tugs at his lips before he shakes his head.
実を言うと
To be honest, I was
さっきはがっかりしたよ
disappointed.
みんな親
I
友だと
thought
思
we
っ
were
てい
friends.
た
Rex once held off an entire Awesome squad alone
た
to
った
buy
一
me
人
time.
でジェットは
Yet burned
自
his
分
own
の商
goods to
品を
cover
燃
our
やして
escape.
でもそれが今
But
や
now, this is what they have
あのざまだ。
become.
ジョージは切れ者だな
George does have his methods.
いや
No,
ジョージの問題じゃ
it's
な
not
い
George.
私だよ
It's me.
先生のおっしゃった通
Like my
り
teacher
だ
said, I gave up on myself when I was in prison. I rallied them once and they stood beside me.
私のせい
It
だ
was my despair
私は一
that
度彼ら
destroys
に希望
everything.
だからこそ
That's why I can't give up now.
諦めるわけにはいか
I
ない
used to think I was persevering for the sake of those who followed me, forcing myself forward.
背後に誰もいなくなって
With no one behind me,
ようやく気づ
I
いた
finally understand. What I cannot accept is that everyone's fate is subjugated by a tyrant.
私は
From
心
the
か
bottom of
ら
my heart,
ジョージの支
I
配を
cannot
拒
accept
んでい
George's
た
rule.
諦めないさ
I can't give up. Even if I'm the
私が
last one
最後
still
の一人だ
standing.
ったとしてもね。私すらひざまずいてしま
If
った。
even I kneel, then no one in
顔を
Mokosh
上げ
will
ようと
ever
する
dare
者
to
は
stand
モコシ
again.
にいなくなる。そうなれば
I won't
私
just be
は
a
負け犬
failure.
どころか。
I'll be yours accomplice.
常時と
But
共
this time
犯
I
だ。
just won't be abandoning my
理
ideals.
想を諦めた
I'll be
ばかりか。
extinguishing Mokosh's last spark with my own hands.
私の故郷に
There's an old saying in my
ことわざ
country:
がある。
to give one soul until
祝
and
求
only
重
rest in death.
死して後病む。
To give one soul and only rest in death.
よくぞ言った。
Vasily, that's well said. That's well said. There's no need for you to die. Give me time. I'll gather more forces.
指揮官。
You already done a
君は
lot,
もう十
Commander.
分世話にな
But
った。
what Vasily's friend said earlier
バシルの友
held
人の
some
こと。
truth.
ここは君の
This is
町
in
で
your
は
homeland.
ない。
It's theirs.
それはどういう
What do you mean, Dr. White?
バシル。
Vasily,
君が
you
モコシの
you must
民を
convince the people
説
of
得するの
Mokosh to
かい。
rise.
この戦
This
い
isn't a
は
personal feud between you
君
and
とジョー
George.
ジだ。
私もそう考えていたところです。
I think so too, teacher.
指揮官、
Commander,
君の
thank
気
you for
持ち
thinking
はあり
of
がたい。
us. But my teacher has opened my eyes to a simple truth.
先生が気づかせてくれた。
Mokosh became what it is today because of corporate
モコシ
exploitation.
がこうなってしまった
Yours
のは
betrayal and even my own
財団に
incompetence.
よる剥奪と搾取が原因だ。
However,
ジョージの裏切りやモコシの民が
the people here,
それを
they
受け入
accepted
れ、
it. They allow it.
黙認し、このままでは
That won't do.
モコシの戦
Mokosh
争は
wars must be fought by
モコ
Mokosh
シの
people.
民のものだ。
Only a victory won by your own
民衆
hands
自身の手で勝利を
is a
勝
true
ち取る。
victory.
君という救世主がもたら
Otherwise,
した勝利では
we are just receiving charity from you,
私たち
Commander.
は頭を上げられな
From
く
a
なってしまう
Messiah. After that, we'll never be able to stand tall before you again.
だけど君の友人たちには断られ
But
て
your
しまう
friends all refused you, didn't they?
それは
That's because I asked them
私は
empty-handed.
手ぶらで頼んだからだ。
That's yours will put it. Have
ジ
to
ョ
make
ージ
them
の
an
言
offer they
葉
can
を借り
refuse.
れば
それは一体
So what's the offer?
未来だ。
The future. Vasily steps up to us and points at the location on the map. It's a place I know well. In fact, it's where I spent the most time since arriving in Mokosh. Nah!
これも
Ah!
みんなのおかげだ。
Scheiß! One sec. A place I know well. Da 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 da. In fact, it's where I spent the most time since arriving in Mokosh. There, we can give the people of Mokosh a compelling reason to rise up against George. A prison? Wasn't the commander like in prison for a week? Wait, it hasn't reset already. It's 5 minutes until reset. So, come on. Here. There's a lot of text. This has been 1 hour. 1 hour for just one freaking node. Echoes of days past. The narratives of the past are interwoven. Each side has its own version of events. The luxury car moves slowly forward while surrounded by a dense crowd. The incendiary speech continues to loop on massive street screens, the impassioned voice echoing down the long avenue. Inside the car, however, the first leader simply sits in the back seat, silently gazing out at the forest of high rises and the bustling streets, his expression unreadable. In his hand, the screen of the latest communicator has just gone dark.
バシルよ、
Vasily,
なぜだ。
why do you still insist on
なぜ
opposing me?
私に歯向かう。
Refusing even to hear me out.
モコシに
I have brought well to Mokosh. What we have now is far more than the dilapidated settlements we once were. Sacrifice is something insignificant. Complete a deal, gain greater value. It's much a simple principle. How can you not understand it? George turns on the screen again. Staring at a abruptly terminated call record, his lips twist in a sardonic grimace. In the end, you're just a coward. Naive, childish, acting all holier than so. You can draw the signs, and that's about it. But this city is standing firm, and the yellow sun isn't built on your blueprints alone. The sharply dressed young man stands before a newly unveiled production line and bows towards the terminal screen. Mr. Zimmerman, can you see this? This is the pharmaceutical plant completed in Phase 1. We've been able to build such an advanced production line thanks to your support. Recruitment and training of staff are progressing steadily. We expect to begin the first round of vaccine production next week. Next, we will continue expanding the second and third production lines according to plan. By the end of next month, total output will be enough to cover Mokosh's local population, and you will... George, you're a smart man. I don't need to remind you of the specific terms of the aid contract. Under the agreement, vaccines produced by Mokosh First Pharmaceutical Plant are to be distributed between Mokosh and Sedgehaven at a ratio of 1:7. Yes, my apologies. I got carried away seeing the plan completed. You're right. To Sedgehaven, this plan wouldn't exist. But according to our calculations, only 12.5% of production may not be enough to sustainably control highly infectious levels of Mokosh residents. So, is there room for negotiation? Mokosh has no shortage of manpower. We can increase... George, personally, I admire capable young people like you. But you must understand that the Yellowstone Elite sponsorship program supports individuals, not their hometown. We choose to fund Mokosh plan because of your performance within the conglomerate and the feasibility report you've submitted on population data and pharmaceutical profitability. Sedgehaven is not a charity. Capital flows only where it generates the greatest return. If Mokosh pharmaceutical plant cannot meet expectations, funding and technical support can be withdrawn at any time. Yes, I'm very sorry, I spoke out of turn. Please forget what I said. We will comply fully with the contract and supply sufficiently qualified vaccines to the conglomerate. Good. The conglomerate will send a convoy next week to collect the first batch. Make preparations in advance. Transporting vaccines from Mokosh to Odessa is expensive. I don't want empty runs. But the original delivery was scheduled for the end of the month. That was the plan, but I've changed my mind. The conglomerate is currently facing a vaccine shortage. Mokosh's line can fill the gap. As for the first batch, I know what you're thinking. You want to distribute it to local residents first, don't you? After all, Sedgehaven is far away. Skimming a little of the batch wouldn't be difficult. You yes. I wouldn't dare. I'm not heartless. I understand your position. How about this? You might allocate products manufactured during the trial phase, as well as any substandard units on the first batch to Mokosh residents. Substandard units? Are you joking? Vasily, shut up! The young man forces a nervous smile at the camera and bows deeply again. My deepest apologies. My companion lacks proper etiquette. Please forgive the offense. We appreciate your generosity with these terms. We'll begin production immediately and ensure delivering a schedule. George, remember, you were selected because of your ability. Don't disappoint me. The connection ends. George raises a hand to wipe the sweat off his brow, but a shadow rushes in and a fist interrupts him. Have you lost your mind? Give it effective vaccines to our people. What if something goes wrong? What else can I do? Without this, we wouldn't even have the defective ones. You saw it. If I refuse, they could withdraw everything. All our work will be for nothing. For nothing? Who's different from nothing already? When we signed the contract, you convinced everyone to accept those unfair terms. You said you'd negotiate better conditions later. Now this is the result. How do you explain it to the people? Vasily, understand this. We're not walking away empty-handed. Mr. Zimmerman is only taking the first batch. The vaccine is planned for this month will come next month. And as for the effective units, honestly, has all that student made you picky? Haven't we used what the white sons and green sons discard?
それは
That's... The seated young man pats his companion's shoulder, smiling as he casually drapes an arm around him and guides him out.
お前ね俺に腹を立て
Come
て
on,
どうする
come on, don't sulk.
こうして
The plant is
工場が
built.
立った
We've taken the first step.
俺たちは大
You
き
should
な
be happy.
ギャーギャーわめく暇
Instead
があ
of
ったら
complaining, think about
みん
how
な
to
をどう
reassure
なだめ
everyone.
るか考えたらどう
You're
だ
better with people than I am. The young man stares at a large pile of rare supplies in the office and the dolls who deliver them, then turns to the terminal screen, somewhat at a loss.
チマーマンさんその本当にこんなものを
Mr.
いただいて
Zimmerman,
しまって
Aren't the supplies too valuable for me? Relax, George. I'll review the plant's production and supply records. You have done well. Such haven doesn't skimp on rewarding excellence. These are your due. Sia, give that to him. The doll called Sia nods and retrieves a small box for a portable safe. She opens it. George's eyes widen instantly. These vaccines are yours. Produced in Odessa for the White Sun, far superior to Makosh. A single dose provides long-term immunity. Of course, you may also give them to your companions. The plant is still expanding. Makosh will grow more prosperous. You can manage everything alone, can't you? Thank you, your support is... No need to thank me. This comes with conditions. You should have received the email by now. You mean the notice about the confidential trial of Sage Faven's latest elite immunity drug in Makosh? I've seen the report. 93% efficacy in early trials. Exactly. You understand what that means? If it succeeds in Makosh, vaccines will no longer be scarce. That will be a great boon to the people of Makosh. Can you do it, George? The young man smiles, takes a few deep breaths, and slowly clenches his fist.
その
Of course. You have always been smart. I know I never have to worry about you. Then keep up with the good work. Oh, and this doll called Sia will be your assistant. Keep her close. The conglomerate will continue sending personnel to support the operations and security of the pharmaceutical plant.
わかりました
Understood.
ありがとうございます
Thank you. I will disappoint you. George snaps out of the distant memory, his gaze drifting again to the window. Countless screens are playing his speech. He's always surrounded by the odds in the crowd, greeted by applause and light wherever he goes. Vasily understands neither politics nor compromise. They were meant to stand together, yet he only ever drags George down, and has now become his greatest enemy.
そうだ
That's right.
実力や
Everything I
努力と
have
引き
now,
換えに
I earned through my
全てを
own ability and effort.
モコシの
Mokosh
全てを
also owes everything to me.
私がいなければ
Without me,
財団からの援助
without
は
the
得られなかっ
conglomerate
た
support,
モコシ
it
の
will
今は
never
な
be
かっ
what
た
it
の
is
だ
today.
バシル
Vasily,
お前には分
you
からん
don't
だろう
understand.
私たちはイエローエリアに
We were born in the Yellow Sun.
選択肢など
We
初め
never
から
had a
なかった
choice. On the other side, the Mokosh Autonomous Government building stands at the heart of the bustling district, its interior design mirroring George's persona. At this moment, a temporary worker entered the first leader office at the top floor.
こんにちは
Hello,
お掃除に来
cleaning
ました
service. Triple Eight knocks. No response. After a moment, the electronic lock clicks open. M200 slips inside, mop in one hand, bucket in the other. A freshly washed rag sways slightly at the bucket's edge.
ロック解除の仕方を学ん
Good thing
で
I
てよ
learned
か
a
っ
bit of
た
password cracking before.
さてと
Now,
どこから掃
where
除
to
しよ
start
うかな
cleaning?
ファイルキャビネット
Filling cabinet?
それとも
Server
PC
rack?
本体
Printer? Drawers? M200 hesitates, pacing back and forth before stopping in mild frustration. Calm down, M200.
M200 君のために
You
決
have
断
no
してくれる
teammates
の
to
かな
advise you. You need your own plan.
冷静になれ
Calm, M200, calm. M200 smacks herself on the cheeks to clear her head.
まずはデスクの引き出しから調べよう次に
Start
ファ
with
イ
the
ルキャビネ
drawers,
ット
then make your way across the
それ
cabinet.
からプリンタ
Printer,
ーの
server.
掃除するのも
It's
大
a
変だ
lot of
な
cleaning. She picks up the rag, moves behind the desk, and gently tests the first drawer.
鍵がかかってる
Locked.
パスワードを解
The
析
password crack failed.
失敗
What if I try again? Failed.
ダメだこれ以上は警報が鳴ってしまう
No good. Any further attempts might trigger alarms.
パスワードの解
If
析
only I had
方法
studied cryptography more
もっと
deeply.
学んでおけばよか
I
っ
guess
た
I'll have to back off. She quickly comes to a decision and moves to the cabinet.
姿勢管理の記録ファイ
Municipal
ル
records.
万が一ってこ
Better
ともあ
record them,
るし
just in case.
念のため記録
Next,
してお
the
こう
printer. She moves on to the printer after failing to break in twice.
最近
Recent
プリン
print.
トされたのは
Shipping documents.
貨物の
All
輸
sent
送
from
で
Mokosh.
貨物は
Declared as
個人
personal
用
items.
品
Insured at maximum
固
level.
定費用が
Most valuable.
一番保険の詳細だ
The policy details are here.
14世紀の
14th century porcelain, vintage wine,
年代
Persian
物は
rugs.
可愛い
Life in the Yellowstone sure is cushy.
とにかく
Anyway,
全部
better
記
record
録してお
everything.
こう
The commander
指揮
might
官が
need
きっ
it.
と必要
might
と
need
す
this
るだろう
later.
から
Just as she turns toward the server rack, footsteps sound at the corridor. She ducks under the desk out of reflex. Beep! The door opens.
素体が爆弾に近すぎたせいで
Your friend was too close to the blast today and unsalvageable.
私
Mine
の
took
世
heavy
代も
damage too.
だけど
But thanks to you,
爆
I was
発か
standing
ら
a
遠
little
い位置
further
に
away,
やられたのは
so my core just about survived.
なる
Oh, I see.
真剣に
You look so serious. Don't worry, I reloaded my cloud and I'm back at full health. Cheer up. My baby sees you smile. You look way cuter when you do. When you do? Yeah, I forgot that Gaia was more tomboy. Voice. What voice? Saya's more soft spoken like M200 and Gaia is more tomboyish and aggressive. Gaia, stop squishing. Gaia, stop squishing my face. I can't even talk properly.
話してったら
Let's go, let's go. Hanase! Hanase! The sound of Auri rubbing on light scuffling. M200 head swims. She can almost hear Leva and Lena bickering with each other, picturing how Leva smacks Lena's hands away.
そんなリバとレナがここにいるわ
It's not them.
けまた認知エラーだ
Cognitive error, again.
早く
I've
サ
got
イレン
to
トモードにし
switch
ない
to
と
silent mode.
あらどうしてここに清掃用具がスタッフが残していったのか
Why
し
are
ら
there cleaning tools here? Did the cleaner leave them? M200 freezes and covers her mouth.
イエローエリアのやつらってほんとしょうもな
Typical Yellowstone slackness can be helped.
これが会社の
And the
中だったら
company, this will get you disposed of.
それよりもさ
Anyway, business
話
first.
に戻ろう
I
ぜ
don't have to get to talk face to face with you.
こうして二人で話
They approach the desk. It trembles slightly. Gaia's voice is now right above M200.
ガイア知ってるでしょ
Say yeah. You
私
know
た
our
ちの
frames
素
are
体は
custom.
実験室による特注モデル
Wrong!
それに
Gaia,
モコ
you
シの
know
在庫
frames
を
are
知って
custom lab models. Mokosh has limited reserves.
るもしかして怒
Oh
って
dear.
る
Oh dear.
大
Are
丈
you
夫だ
angry?
って
You're
私
totally
が
angry.
役に立つ間は
Don't
素
worry,
体が
as long
壊れ
as
てもグル
as
ープ
long
の
as we
や
can
つを
still
用意
prove
してくれる
ourselves
なら
useful, we can just start a replacement for the conglomerate.
シーヤが怒ってる
That's
理由
not the
は
only
それ
reason
だ
you're
けじゃ
angry,
ない
is
よ
it? And practically you're the
私
other
はもう
half.
一
I
人
can
の
sense
思い
what
だ
you're feeling.
シーヤ
Something's
の気
bothering
持
you,
ちは
my
何
cute
だっ
baby
て
says.
そうね
Fine.
素体の在庫は
I'll admit
ただの言い
limited
訳
availability of our frames isn't really the point.
あの時
By then,
ガイアは
you
私よりも
reacted
先
faster than I
に
did.
反応した
If you'd ignored me and pursued the target, you might
私
have
なん
got
て放
her.
っておいて敵を
Really?
ごめん
Oh,
ごめん
well, I have no memory of what
その時
happened.
の記憶がない
Maybe I
んだから
based my course of action on some other specific condition at the scene.
それに
Besides, being blown to pieces hurts. I don't want you to suffer. The lab loggers sensitive parameters. We can disable them. I really don't understand the point of this design. So what if I had been blown to bits? I would have retained the memory of the pain I suffered, just like you didn't. That's not the point. I was still me in the last frame. What I felt at the moment still mattered, don't you think? Dolls have no feelings. Or if they do, they don't matter. That's what I learned from this place. That's what I want you to think. The world is kind to dolls, no matter where we go. So let me be kind. I'll treat you with kindness. So yeah, I'll give you all my love. Nothing matters more than my cute baby doll. Not mother, nor the conglomerate. Remember that. Seiya? Work doesn't matter. No matter how hard we dolls work, there'll never be any promotions or reward for us. Your feelings matter most. Sister, I know. It's just... These days have been stressful. Mr. George keeps going for classified data beyond his authorization. And threats are rising. I don't even want to think about my report to the higher-ups. It's fine. I'll handle it for my baby, sis. If they all just die, the problem is solved, right? Leave it to me. Is it tough? After the incident in Albion, the conglomerate's control has been weakening for whatever reason. The commander is the reason why this heart still beats. Okay, I misclicked OBS and I started recording. Okay, that's stupid. I deployed personnel as instructed by Mr. George, but something just feels off. You worry too much. We only need to think about survival and securing a future where we stay together. We'll prove our strength. No one will trade us as tools again. Alright, let's go. Since we rarely meet, how about you treat me to something good? You're right. We're just executors anyway. The important decisions aren't up to us. At least Mr. George gave me free access to the cafeteria. That's something, I suppose. They leave. The door closes at last and M200 exhales in relief. Beep! The door opens again. M200's eyes widen as she hurriedly ducks back under the desk. I forgot my bike keys. Got them, Seiya. Close the door. I got a feeling. Something different about this office from when I left this morning. Seiya steps forward to inspect the room. M200's hand inches toward her weapon. Ah, come on! What is making you paranoid? Let's go already! Slam. The door finally shuts for good this time. M200 decides to abandon the search. She slips out swiftly once the door is locked. I don't know what it said. More. That's a lot of text. It's a lot. I probably need to do a whole 3 hours stream one of these days. On the outskirts of Temoko's settlement, warehouses, factories, and residential buildings are scattered in uneven clusters. The Odds-on mainly patrol around the warehouses and factories, but even the nearby ordinary housing benefits from the improved security. Oh, benefits from the improved security, okay. Early in the morning, a small statured doll jumps off a free worker shuttle and enters a warehouse. There is no need to search. The temporary hiding station is set right at the entrance. Hello, I'm here to report for duty. She looks so cute! You have the referral list from the agency. I also need your owner's authorization signature and your unit ID. 200 plus is the document at the registration desk. The forget paperwork she prepared in advance is flawless, but the referral slip still carries a faint warrant. M200 knows it's the residual heat from the printer. Her fingers loosen slightly and the warm slip flutters to the ground.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
どうせやろうだ
Get a move on.
ヘマしたら
If your efficiency is too low, we'll return you.
はい。
Yes,
頑張りま
yes,
す。
I'll work hard. M200 takes a moment to pick it up. By now, the paper has cooled the room temperature. After a quick check, the warehouse worker nods.
ついてこい
Come with me.
扉の前に
The
置
job
い
is
て
to
ある
move
物資を
goods from the
指定の
entrance to
棚
the
に並べ
designated
るのがお
shelves.
前の仕事だ
Accounting for the standard total efficiency, you moved 10 items every 5 minutes. That's to
28だ
28, 80 items in 24 hours.
初日は
Running up your daily target is
明日から
really?
二人とも欠かすなよ
You get a pass if you met 80% of the quota on your first day. Starting tomorrow, 3,000, no exceptions.
分かったな
I understand.
返事は
Any question?
それ、
That's not how
死者
rounding
購入
works.
とは言わん。
No, never mind.
あの、
When you ask,
24時間で
start
3000
3,000 items in 24 hours with no rest time?
そんなもんあるわけ
A
ねえ
robot works 24 hours a day, no? If you need rest, what use are you?
モデルは比
You
較
look like a
的
newer
新
model.
しいな
Don't be lazy. Learn some proper work ethics.
他に聞きたいことは
Anything else?
できるなら
If you can work, work. If not, definitely line up behind you.
今すぐ
Yes, I can work. I'll start right away.
走れ
And get moving. I suggest you run. You're hitting items every 5 minutes by walking. I got other rockets to process. Figure it out yourself. The worker runs off, leaving M200 alone to survey the warehouse. If not for the documents she saw in George's office, no one will suspect that these ordinary crates contain priceless luxury
管
goods.
理員のオフィスが見つかれば
If I can find the
次の配
manager's
達
office,
先がわかるんだ
I
けど
can see the next destination.
どこに運ばれて
Could
く
these
んだ
goods be heading toward?
管理局上層部か
Property
な
owned by high-level officials.
おい新人お前だ何をぼーっとして
Hey, newbie! What are you standing? Why are you just standing there? I've already finished briefing the one behind you.
さっさと走れ
Ooh,
怠ける
no
な
slacking.
はい
Yes, sir. M200 hurries to the pile of goods at the entrance. While moving, she carefully studies the layout of the warehouse and how the shelves are arranged. The first floor is all shelving. On the second floor, a protruding room along the walls is likely the manager's office. A narrow staircase sits along the south wall. No elevator. The main gate is wide and tall enough for heavy vehicles with aerial ladders.
単純で整ったレイアウトだな
Layout is pretty simple and straightforward. All memorized.
あとはどう
Now I just need an opportunity to
例
approach the stairs.
えば
Perhaps.
あっちの棚
A
に
delivery
物資
to
を
nearby
運ぶタイミン
shelves.
グを狙うとか
Until then, I must keep moving cargo.
よし運ぶぞ
This goes here.
運ぶぞ
This goes here.
運ぶ
This
ぞ
goes here.
運
This goes here.
おい動き
Hey,
が
why are
遅い
you
ぞ
slowing down again?
さっきの勢い
You're
は
faster
どう
earlier.
した
Keep running.
走れ
Rebels don't get tired. Stay with the act.
機械だって24時間もコアを稼
Giving
働
machines
させ
the
て
great on the continuous high load operation.
人間が疲れ
It's
る
basically the same as fatigue experienced by humans, isn't it? And 200 leaves her 500th crate, muttering softly as she scans the barcode.
南296
So 296 road to 3 shops 2.
も
Done.
っと早く
Need to
走
move
らなくちゃ
faster. This one is almost overdue.
次
Next. So 312 row 5 shelf 2 7.
って
No,
何やっ
wait.
てるんだ
I'm not here to work. Only 500 items and are ready for me reflexes.
南312
So 312. Eh? Her dull eyes light up again.
これ
That's right by the
体
stairs.
の前にある棚だ
This is my chance. And 200 sleeps within shelves into a blind spot beyond camera coverage. The worker is also conveniently located at a spot where he can see her. She sets the crate down and darts up the stairs while the worker is briefing another doll.
鍵だ
Look,
今度こ
look.
そ成功
Please
させ
work
な
on the
きゃ
first try.
お願い
Commander, watch over me. Her hands tremble slightly due to nerves, but cracking the password on an electronic lock requires little physical dexterity. The door handle yields in M200's hand, and the lock releases.
よかった
God,
順調に
it went smoothly. Eh?
カリーナ
Colin? The door opens. A pistol emerges from the gap, its barrel pressed against M200's chest. M200 stares as Kalina stands there with her gun raised.
見てたわよ
I've been watching you.
流れ作業に
You
取り
know
組
how
むロボ
much
ット
adult
たち
looking
が
around furtively stands
あ
out
ちこち見渡
out
す
among a
人
bunch
形
of
が
done
どれほど目
bots
立
moving
つ
like
か
clockwork.
言いなさい
Speak.
誰
Who
の
sent you?
察しがね
What's your objective? The room manager Johnson steps out of the office. Security droids emerge, surrounding the platform.
カリーナは人形のことをこんな風に言ったりしない。
Kalina wouldn't say that about dolls.
これは
This
カ
isn't
リーナ
her.
じゃない。
Don't be fooled by the
幻覚
hallucination.
に惑わ
驚いて桜
Scared
井し
into
ちゃった
babbling
みたいね
gibberish? First time doing this? The unexpected visual throws them to hundreds of, but only for a few seconds.
すみません。僕、ここへ来た
I'm
ばっ
sorry.
かりで。
I'm still inexperienced.
銃
Would you mind
を
lowering the
下ろし
gun?
てもらえませんか。
When I am scared, I forget my objective.
いいえ下ろさない
I don't mind. The gun remains steadily pressed against M200.
あんたが怖がるから
You're afraid.
私が怖がらないとで
Then
も
what about me? I thought could crush my dreams easily.
これでいいわ
It's better to
そ
stay
の姿勢
still.
のまま動かない
Don't make me more afraid, or I might accidentally shoot your core.
どうして僕に気づいたのか。
May I ask how I was discovered?
さて
What
ど
do
う
you
してで
think?
しょ
The manager smirks but doesn't answer. M200's bubbling behavior has lowered her guard slightly, which is why she remains oblivious as a soft breeze slowly blows open the door behind her. M200 glimpses the control room. Walls of surveillance feeds. Hundreds of figures moving along pre-plotted routes. Several hundred of angles flood her vision.
そっか。棚の間に
So there are
カ
hidden
メラが
cameras
隠さ
within
れてい
shelves.
たんですね。新しく出
It's
た
the
モ
new
デルで
deck.
すか。
My scan didn't detect them.
そうよ
Yep,
お
it's
カ
still
メ
by
ラ
higher
設
up.
置したステルスカメ
Practically
ラ
undetectable.
なるほど。教えてくださってありがとうございます。
Thank you.
今後は気をつけます
少々
I told you
話を
not.
しすぎたわね
Don't make my job easier. The gun shifts impatiently.
そう
Actually,
僕
I'm
本当は
an investigative doll from
独
Nonfa.
裁主義合衆
Assigned to
国
a
連盟
classified mission by the
非
UNC
軍
government.
事戦すみません
I'm
が
sorry, but even if you
あ
put
な
a
たが
hold to
僕
me,
の胸に穴を開けた
to
と
me
しても
here, my core protocols prevent me from disclosing any details. A throat mixed with a touch of fabrication. Lying through her teeth like this to Kalina sent a strange thrill through her. M200 can almost feel her near cloud throbbing.
なるほどあんたのただの消耗
In
品
other words,
ってわ
you're
け
expendable. Just
私
like
た
us.
ちと同じそれで
What did you
本
really
当
do?
の身分を証明
The
でき
registry
る
didn't mention anything about Nonfa.
証拠なら
It's in my bag. Please lower your weapon. I'll show you.
ご安心を
Please rest assured.
僕
I'm
は
well trained and very
厳格な
polite.
訓練を
She is
施され
very
た人
polite.
形です
That's... You could have said anything closer to the truth. M200 steadies her voice to appear less suspicious. It works. M200's bright eyes and youthful panic seems to have triggered some sort of nostalgia in the manager. After some hesitation, she slowly lowers the gun. The moment her wrist relaxes, M200 lunges at the manager, gripping her gun arm firmly. My ribs!
ご安心を
Don't worry, they won't
折れ
break.
てはいませんよ
I have some medical expertise. A precise strike on the nerve cluster renders her unconscious. There's no need to break any bones. M200 drags her inside and starts scanning all accessible data. The BGM changed too fast. That's a whiplash and a half. Don't like it. It was fun though. It was fun, but my body cannot handle this kind of tonal whiplash. M200 drags her inside and starts scanning all accessible data. George looks at inventory stored in the main database. Shipping logs bearing the conglomerate's name. High-end security systems that are completely out of place in a residential area. Financial ledgers of the warehouse operations with astronomical figures. She is still clutching the gun seized from the manager. Just as she re-engages the safety, she sees something out on the surveillance monitor. A squad of armed personnel approaches. M200 reaches for her weapon behind her back, but when her eyes sweep over the manager, she suddenly changes her mind.
もしかしたら戦いを避けられるかも
Maybe I can avoid this fight. Minutes later, a knock sounds at the door.
失礼します。
Hello,
8分
ma'am.
ほど前に
You reported
怪
a
しい
suspicious
新聞
intruder
社を
8 minutes
発見した。
ago. It's an odd sworn squad. Blocked the door to the office. There are no other exits in this sealed room. Even though she has a plan, she still can't but feel nervous.
ごめんなさい。手が滑ってしまって。
I misclicked.
なんでもない
Nothing
わ。
wrong.
戻
You
って
can
いい
go.
わ。
Sorry.
そうでしたか。
Understood.
ご無事で
Understood.
何よりです。
Glad you're okay. Her tension eases slightly. One last
失礼
thing.
ですが、お名
Forgive me,
前を確
but
認
could
し
you
ても
please confirm your name?
マリアよ。
Maria?
その、なんと言い
Your
ますか。
voice sounds a little different than usual.
あら、
で
そう。管理室の空調が効きすぎてるせいで、喉をやられたのかもしれないわね。
Wait. If I remember correctly, Cheyanne's voice is BA is Ogura Yui, right? The same as Shiroko, right? Ta 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 ta. Yep, Shiroko. And some other characters. Where's my water? I don't have any more water. I have to search for more. Don't. Later. The air conditioning is too cold. I think I got a chill.
それに、
You also
普
seem
段よ
short.
り
まあ、このハイヒ
My
ール、
shoes are.
そろそろ
my
変え
shoes are
る
quite
かも
old.
しれないわ。
The soles might have worn down.
なるほど。
I see. The guard points to the view scanner, which clearly shows a flat line. Unfortunately, M200 is not currently equipped with advanced camouflage that can trick these gadgets.
ならなぜ脈が止まっているのです。
Then why do you have no heartbeat? Bastard.
何時間も仕事をしてれば、そうなるのは仕方ないでしょ。
Working so much tends to suck the life right out of you. An eerie silence falls over them. M200 starts fidgeting with the hem of her top.
お前は人
You're
間
not
じゃない
human, are you, intruder? The Outsourced squad leader barely hears her muttering, until she draws her weapon and strikes him with a stock.
できるさ。僕
I
にだ
can
って
do this.
できる。
Even I can do this. Yeah.
僕ならやれる。大丈夫。了解。
The one farthest.
冷静に。
Nice. Shot. Now, Ulrid. I can take some people
私
with
の腕を
Ulrid.
信じろ。私の腕を信じろ。
Nice.
これで終わらせる。
これでいいですか？
Liushih has a horse.
今です。これでいいですか？ここは引きません。
Nice. Horse done. And I can't launch this guy away. Can I?
Go. 4、 1
Yep.
話にならない
Nice. Wait, didn't the horse have a counter?
大したことありませんから。
すぐに始める
Boom.
5
Anyways.
1
Okay, let me go for a little bit of water and I'll come back quickly. Ha! Okay, let's continue with this. And because later I want to, I found the way to make Holodori work. So let's finish this half an hour, and I'll go. I want to play Holodori. So. Alternated by Otstorm soldiers are lying on the ground. M200 has a clear, unobstructed view of all the monitors covering every corner of the warehouse. M200 stops her weapon and steps out of the manager's office. It is utterly bizarre. The dolls under the stairs must have heard the commotion, but nobody looks up. All the dolls know she's right there, but they all seem determined to keep on working as if nothing has happened at all. M200? M200? The connection is definitely up. Do you hear me?
2本目の傘は雨を
The
防
second
げなかっ
umbrella
た
didn't work as expected,
だけど
but we gained
新
intel
技
on
術
some
の
new
情
tech.
報を手に入れました
If we learn from this experience next time,
まだ雨季の話をしているの？
still talking about the rainy season?
そもそも
And in front of an
オーガ
August?
スの前に傘の話を繰り返すの
Seriously?
しょ？
はい
My second umbrella is called Disguise.
もう偽装とあれ
Miss and the Lion? When did you establish the Miss and the Lion? When did you establish the
ごめん
connection?
なさい
Sorry,
この話題
I'll
は
do my
避け
best to
るべ
avoid
き
the
だったのに
subject.
あなたのコードネームを呼んだ時から
From when I called your designation.
待ってください
One second, please.
後片付けがまだ
Let
終
me
わってな
finish
い
up. On the surveillance monitor, the warehouse worker is still sitting at the entrance, waiting to brief new doll porters. Below the stairs, the dolls are fully focused on moving crates. M200 watches them and recalls how she herself got so engrossed in the task of moving crates that she almost forgot her own mission.
一度でも立ち止まれば
If they stop,
時間
they
を
don't
奪
meet
って
the
報
quota
酬から
and
差
lose
し引か
pay.
れてしまう
The top directive is to keep
今も
moving.
指揮官がいなか
If
った
it
ら
weren't for the commander, I might have become one of them.
今頃
何の話？
I don't know what you're
通
talking
信画
about.
面を閉じているから
Bandwidth is limited.
よくわからな
I'm
い
cute Nvidia. Damn it, I'm the lion!
しばらくは回線
M200, the connection should hold for a
セーフハウスを
for a short while. Find a safe house.
するわよ
We'll resume the cleanup process.
わかりました
Understood?
これより撤退し
Withdrawing
ます
now. Understood. Withdrawing now. Makai! From Mokosh to the... What was it? What was the name? Energy plant. I forgot about the name! After 200 bucks up her equipment and exits swiftly, bolting over the wall.
ダンデランよ。いくつか分
Miss
かったこと
Andrian,
があ
I
り
have
ま
a
す。
new intel that the commander may
指
find
揮官のお役に立てるかもしれませ
useful.
ん。すべての情報を
Sending everything now.
そちらに送りま
Please
す。
relay it to him.
指揮官に転送していただけま
やるじゃない。
Impressive.
どれも
All classified data not even found in Mokosh digital database.
どこでこんなもの
Where did you get all this CJC stuff?
ジョージのオフィスの
In George
市
office?
政管理関係の
Among
ファイル
municipal
の中から
records and correspondence with a Mr.
昨日も
Zimmerman.
転送開始しました。
Uploading.
私はどちらでもいい
It's entirely your call, but I did say time is limited. Do you want to leave the virus removal for later?
指揮官の方が
The
大事
commander
ですから
comes first. As for the
ウイル
virus,
スは
I've gotten used to it. I can live with it for a bit longer.
問題あります。それともう一つ
Also, George and his secretary all have authorization to mobilize nearby armed forces.
周辺の武装勢
corporate
力を
troops.
動かす
Please tell the commander to be careful.
わかったわ。
I'll pass it on.
じゃあ、あなたの
Now let's sort you out, okay?
はい
Right.
準備完了しました。
Ready for level 2
い
and
つで
3.
もセカンダリレベルに入れます。
But no.
記念に写真を撮ってもいいですか？
But. This may be the last one for today. Only 3 notes. Holy
先ほ
hell.
どの計画通り
Move according to plan.
しましょう
Let's go.
ホワイトさん、メイリンをよろしくお願いします。
Oh no, that wasn't the
こ
voice.
こからの作戦には危険が伴います。
Mr. White, we'll have trouble to keep you looking after Mei-Ling. We'll have to trouble you to keep looking after
ク
Mei-Ling.
ローザとキャロリン
The next operation is
マジュラを
dangerous.
同行させます
Non-combatants should stay back. Rosa, Crowley, and Matilda will remain with you as well, just in case. Commander, that tone reminds me of my parents.
ネイリン
Mei-Ling, it seems your commander really worries about you.
心配で仕方ないようだ。
もう子供
I'm not a child anymore. I've stayed behind on my own before, so stop using.
それならメイリン
Then take care of
ホワイ
Dr.
トさん
White,
を頼んだ
Mei-Ling.
よ
Enough jokes.
私たち
Don't
の
worry about
気
that.
にするな
My position keeps me
私の
relatively
立
safe.
場は
Even if they also
比較的
find
安全
us,
だ
I'll
からな
have to put the Levandura into
衛兵
consideration.
隊に見つかっ
Just
た
focus on your
ところ
mission.
君たちの
May you claim victory,
凱旋を
Commander.
心待ちにしている。
指揮官、監獄の外の座標に到達した。準備は整えてある。
Commander, I have reached the designated coordinates outside the prison. All preparations are complete.
指揮官、404小隊、位置についています。
Commander, 404 is in position.
そよ風小隊、
As soon as squad is ready,
動ける
we can act at any time. As the squads take their positions one after another, Vasily crouches carefully behind cover. As he stares at the large, oppressive iron gate he only recently escaped from, his body tenses.
緊張してるのか
Nervous?
少しね
A little bit, more than
だ
that.
けど後悔が
I
勝
feel
る
guilty. There are still many of my
あそ
people
こには
inside.
私の仲間
They
たち
should
が
never
大
have
勢い
been
る
there. Yeah, I should have
閉じ
freed
込め
them
られるべ
sooner.
きではないもん救い出し
And even if I do free them,
彼らは
I'll just be
再び
using them as
戦い
they
に
are
巻き
now,
込むわけだ
dragging them back into battle.
これ以上彼らのような犠牲者を出さない
That's
た
to
めに
prevent more people from ending up like them, isn't it? Vasily nods. As if finally making up his mind, he holds out a hand.
指揮官銃を貸してもらえ
Commander,
ないか
could you lend me a
も
gun?
し余っていれば
If you have a spare.
今回は全力を
This time, I want to do my part properly.
みんな
Let everyone see my resolve.
もちろん
Of course. I take out a spare firearm and place it firmly in his hand.
こいつを託す
It's
存
yours.
分に使ってくれ
Use it well.
指揮官、衛兵隊が持ち場を交代し始め
Commander, the odds are beginning to shift rotation. Do we move now?
各小隊に次ぐ
Attention, all squads. The operation begins now. Your target is the Mokoch prison. Full breach.
了解。
Yes, Commander. Releasing the elite prisoners. What? Vasily, what are you doing here?
なんでお前がここに俺たちを
Are you here to save us?
のか。
みんな待たせて
Sorry to keep everyone waiting. I'm here to rescue everyone. Yours prisoner. Evacuate at least 3 prisoners. Where is the... Oh, on the back. Well, pretty easy. Especially with someone like Ulrich over here. Activate.
私の腕を信じろ。私の腕を信じろ。
Or eliminate all enemy units. Fewer than 4 of your prisoners are killed.
これで終わらせる。すぐに始める。
Oh, I forgot to open this one. I mean, I can reach that one. Mm-hmm.
5、4、1。
One drop there.
話にならない。了解。
Nice. Ah! Cheyanne is a little bit too slow. Damn it. Damn it.
僕ならやれる。大丈夫。了解。冷静に。これでいいですか？
Okay, let's do this.
今です。これでいいですか？
We activate this. And we send the horse.
ここは引きません。
Nice. Nice.
まだまだ強くなれる。
Well,
5、4、1。
shall we? Under the combined assault of these squads, the odds on guarding the prison quickly collapse. The dolls move onto the cells, detaining resisting guards and exchanging them with Vasily former companions. Cell doors open one by one. Some prisoners step out cautiously, incredulously reaching out to touch the air beyond the bars. Others surge forward, surrounding Vasily. Vasily,
やっと
you finally come to save us.
バシル
Vasily, you're here! We've all been waiting for you!
あなたが見たこともない
How did you come back after leaving with that mysterious prisoner? So, what's the plan this time? I'm with you.
あの人形どもすげえな。
These doors are incredible.
あんたが見つけてき
Aren't
た
they
アイヌが
reinforcements? We finally have a chance to defeat
これでやっ
George.
とジョージの野郎をぶっ潰せ
And are you alright? The guards say you were injured fighting him. Surrounded by his friends, Vasily smiles as he answers one anxious question after another. As the crowd grows and the noise swells, he shakes his head helplessly, leaps onto a chair and raises his voice.
私だ
Yes, my friends, I am here.
諦めるのはま
It
だ
is not
早
time
い
to give up yet. I made my decision to risk my life and fight again. He looks at the people who once followed him, who suffered because of him. His eyes quickly fill with tears.
どうかもう一度
Please, help me
みん
once
なの
more.
力を貸してく
I
れ
need you. The restless crowd falls silent. All eyes are fixed on him, like a small flames waiting to reignite in the darkness. Vasily gestures to Ulrich behind him, who begins recording with her terminal.
モコシのみんな
Mokosh, Listen to me. I am Vasily Pugachev. I once proudly called myself an engineer of the city. Do not be afraid. Right now, every terminal in Mokosh is under my control. I am here to tell you the truth. The truth of Mokosh. I glanced at the terminal beside me. As expected, Ulrich's filming is excellent. Some of you know me. You know, I was in prison for opposing George. He told you I colluded with outsiders to betray our city. But the truth is, our city has already been betrayed. Think about how George has treated the people of Mokosh. We built this underground city together, yet he has taken all its wealth. He allows the spread of Earthis, letting our companions weaken from the misuse of drugs. Ugh. Dude, what the hell was that? That was a drugs. A guttural. Ugh. The camera sweeps across the prisoners' gaunt faces. Some of them bear horrific scars in their bodies. Some have injection marks all over their arms. He convinced us to build a pharmaceutical plant, to labor for him. But what did we gain? My friends, these workers who disappeared, those supposedly sent outside for treatment. Do you know where they are now? They are right behind us, in the deepest part of the prison, turned into subjects of grotesque human experiments, covered in collapsed crystals, left alive only to suffer, awaiting death, while George keeps them alive untreated to harvest crystals. And all of this is part of his secret dealings with the conglomerate. It's not only vaccines and drugs that he sells, but also our dignity, our lives, even our bodies after death. Vasily and Ulrich entered that door, the one Loreley, Vasily and I once opened together, the gates of hell. Even Ulrich, who rarely cares for humans, shows grief and hatred for the culprit behind all this suffering. Forgive me, brother. I have to let them see you. His voice chokes. He kneels, lifting a body covered in collapsed crystal. It is a young man who just barely alive. When Vasily rests his head gently on his knees, he shudders. I cannot compete with this. Sorry. It's me, Vasily. Are you alright? Do you remember why you're here? Oh. Engineer, please tell my mother I'm fine. There's food here. The doctors say I can be cured, but I can still make money for Mokosh. But I want to go home. Rest now, brother. Vasily says nothing more. He lets the recording continue and then leaves and closes the door. Is this the future we deserve? Is this the fate of Mokosh people? What has his inhuman trade deal brought us? Not happiness. Countless residents still live in darkness. We feed George and his masters with the deaths of our loved ones. Vasily opens a video file. Evidence sent by M200. For ordinary citizens, it is far from easy to discern the direction of George's vast expenditures, or to perceive the issues embedded with complex cost algorithms, trade privilege, and asymmetrical jurisdiction clauses. However, there are certain things that can be understood even without specialized knowledge. For instance, the fact that a considerable portion of the anti-elite drugs supplied by the conglomerate are mere placebos, distributed to those who are deemed less productive. The steadily escalating production quotas imposed upon Mokosh by the conglomerate year after year. The whereabouts of Mokosh, critically ill and deceased, and what becomes of their bodies and organs. And the true efficacy of the drugs manufactured in Mokosh pharmaceutical plant against elite. Those who know me know we have resisted many times and failed. It led to our incarceration. And we will not accept this, because we know that what sustainable survival is. We long for a future that last.
過去の失敗が教
Our
えて
past
くれ
failures
た
taught me this.
ほんの
A
一
small
部
group
が荒
cannot
立った
shake
と
your
ころ
rule.
で
We want to
ジョ
end
ー
this
ジの統
his
治は終わら
exploitation.
ない
We cannot do it alone.
今ここで
So now, I beseech
もう
each
一
and
度
every
未
one
来
of
に
you,
越えたい
for the future of Mokosh, please help
昔の
us.
未来のために声を上げるの
Speak
だ
up. Tell the truth of this city to those who have not yet awakened.
今度こそ
This time, we must gather
あ
all
ら
of
ゆる力
all
を
our
駆使
strength
して
to stop George and set Mokosh back on the right path.
ジョージを倒せ
Down with George! Save Mokosh! Take back our future! The cries echo through the narrow and dimly lit prison corridors. From the crowd, Vasily looks toward me and nods. I nod and contact a familiar face.
ダンデライオン聞こえるか
Dandelion, can you hear me?
モコシの公共ネットワー
Can
ク
you
をジャッ
hijack
クして
Mokosh
ほしいん
public
だ
network? I need to broadcast a video to everyone. George used this method against us. It's time to give him a taste of his own medicine.
難しいわね
That won't be easy. Breaking the firewall is a piece of cake. Maintaining a stable connection is much more difficult.
難しい
You say it
とい
won't
うこ
be
とは
easy,
できるんだな
so it's possible.
もちろん
Of course. What can't I do? But I'll be very tired.
問題ないこう見えて
That's
私も我
that's
慢強
fine.
い
I'll
方
be
だね
patient. If you head back to the Elmo, I can give you some messages to alleviate your tiredness, to your soreness. I will be your personal massage. Massage?
とっても疲れ
So, Lady Dante, please. I'll be exhausted. You understand?
できるだけ埋め合わせ
I'll
はす
do
る
my
さ
best to make it up to you.
映像の準備
Send me the video when it's ready. Then just sit tight and wait.
最も遅くて
You'll see my masterpiece in no more than no, 1 hour. Then the lion hangs up and gets to work.
指揮官録画映像が完成した
Commander, the recording is ready to be uploaded.
分かったお疲れ様
Good work, both of you.
バシル
Vasily,
私たちの作
if
戦
this
が
works,
君のジョージ
where
と
do
モ
we
コシ
strike
への理
next?
解から
Based on your understanding of George and Mokosh.
狙うべきは
Pharmaceutical plant. It's the foundation of his rule.
薬品は
Pharmaceutical production has brought unimaginable wealth to Mokosh. The plant is now a symbol of his power, as well as his most valuable treasure. Weapons and supplies are stored there. Destroying or capturing it will effectively cripple him.
あそこなら知っている
I've seen it when
モコシ
visiting
を調査
Mokosh.
君の意見
I agree with that idea. I do not mention the partnership deal about the plant that I have yet to propose. Our supply of Helena's nutrient solution relies entirely on plunder from Paradise. This is a problem that constantly hanging over me like a sword of Damocles. Having a reliable partner capable of mass producing the solution is crucial for Helena's survival.
だがあそこの
But the
守
vessel
り
will
は
be
すこ
heavy.
ぶる硬い
He'll gather all his forces there.
ジョージは
となると
Then your
君
speech
の
will
演
decide
説次第
everything.
だな
指揮官
Commander,
映
I've
像を
uploaded the video.
それと
Also, I have other news.
M200 が
M200 found blueprints of several key facilities around Mokosh which could be of use to you. Have you sent them over?
製薬工場
Let me see.
衛兵隊の
The
訓
pharma
練所
plant, the Otson training ground, the airport.
どれもジョージ
All
が
under
掌
your
握している場所
control.
ばかりだな
From what I know, not even Vasily had access to these places. Airport? They have an airport? Huh.
とても役に立ったよ
Not even a hangar, a full-scale airport. These are incredibly useful. Thanks.
あの子
That little one,
M200 の
M200 I mean,
と
is really dedicated.
このデータを
She relayed her own virus purge to get this
ウ
to
イル
you.
スの除去すら後回し
Apparently, this is only the most
で
urgent
も
part.
これは
She has even more evidence, but the data is too large to transmit.
そうか
Right,
この件が
once
片
this
付いた
all
ら
over,
彼女と話
this
して
is
み
all
る
over, I'll talk to her and thank her personally.
それと
Also, your enemy has the authorization to mobilize corporate forces in neighboring regions.
動かす権限
According to M200, reinforcements are already on the way.
M200 の
Don't get careless just because you have beaten
増
them
援が
once.
すでに向かっているみたい
彼女はまだ単
She's
独
still
行動を
operating
続けてい
alone?
るのか
From what I remember,
戦
she
闘
isn't the
モ
most
デル
suited
じゃ
for
なかった
combat.
ように思うが
なんて言ったら
What can I say? It's hard to stop
こっ
her.
ちの話を聞こうと
She's
して
kinda wimpy but also kinda gutsy.
凡庸
She's an interesting doll. So, wife already adopted her daughter. That's nice to learn. That's nice to learn.
彼女に気をつけろと伝え
Tell
て
her to stay safe. You can tell her yourself. The virus purge is almost done. You'll be able to contact her directly soon.
分かった
Understood.
君もお疲れ様
Thanks for your effort.
指揮官、今 M200 って言った。
Hey, Maki. Hello. Commander, did I hear you talking about M200?
ああ猛虎種に入ってからというもの
The mysterious party who's been helping us all along since we came into Mokosh was most likely her.
あの子だったんだ。
So she's been helping us a lot out. Looks like she's about to see her wish come true.
願い
Her wish?
M200 と連絡
You're in contact with her?
ズッケラとの仕事に
Kalina sometimes sent her on collaborative projects with the Suchero.
私
I
を
think
羨
she
まし
envies me for receiving direct assignments from you.
これだけ
Of course you would. I'm exceptional.
ああ
Indeed.
能力で言うなら
Your performance
君は
sets
ま
the
さし
standard
く
for
その X
snipers.
のお手本
I
だ
have always felt lucky to
お
have
か
you.
げでいつ
Stop
も
flirting with the yo.
何を
What's with that? What's with all of
私の強さは
What's with that all of a sudden? I already know I'm strong. I don't need you to praise me.
来るかい
Hey, Klukai, do you hear that?
してるのは分か
I
っ
know
て
you're
る
listening in. The commander said I set the standard for the snipers.
撃手のお手本ですって
Still fighting.
指揮官なら私は
What about me, commander?
うんにゃ
Pillow.
枕さん
Let me.
動かないちゃんと
Can you sleep
寝れ
properly?
ないよ
The beginning starts drawing more attention. I'm starting to feel strangely pressured under all these intense gazes fueled by the doll's rivalry.
おふざけはそこま
That's
で
enough for now. Now focus.
すぐに
Focus.
猛虎種全域にバシルの
Soon, all of Mokosh will hear Basile's voice. After that, George will show us. Show us what?
帰ったら
His
パー
force?
ト打ち上げしよう
Still clear.
冗談
Oh. Look toward freedom and slice through your shackles. That's it. If you hadn't talked up a perfect introduction speech, why not let silence reign for a while longer? Okay. That's it for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. This has been GFL Girls Frontline Exilium. The event Dawnforger. And I have been Ignis Eterna. Please leave a like, a subscribe, a comment, and whatever you think necessary. You might seem necessary. And I hope you come back next time. That's it. Bye bye.